Okay, I'm getting fed up. Here's why I'm getting fed up. Because every time you have an opinion, every time you have something to say, every time you want to voice and express a thought, that's what speaking is, an expressed thought. Every time that you want to speak up, you don't. You don't speak up because you feel like what you say will not be taken seriously. And when you spoke up in the past, you have that awareness, you have that memory stuck in your head, and you are memorizing those emotions that you feel. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. You're addicted. You're addicted. You're addicted to the emotions of the past. You're addicted to the memories that you have in the past. You're addicted to all the feelings that you felt before and that you can't seem to get past. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why you don't see who you really are. I don't know why you can't see that you're a gift from God. I don't know why you can't see that you're a one-on-one crafted by an intelligent designer that called you, that brought you here for a purpose, that predestined you. Don't ever give up on you, no matter how tempting it seems in the moment. No matter the opinions of other people that really add to your sorrow, your current sorrow. Don't ever give up on you because tomorrow's a new day. In that new day, you get a chance to see what you can do through what you're going through. Because the outcomes of your life, whatever you believe about your life, that's what will happen. That's what will happen. Whatever you believe about your life and where you're going and where you're headed and your potential and who you are and what you can do with who you are, yeah, that's where you're headed. That's true. Whatever you place your focus on, that's true. Whatever you sit there and ponder on and you dream about, that's true. And it's funny, we have these dreams, we have these aspirations that we don't bring to life because we overthink, we overthink. Me, myself, I overthink. Even to do a podcast, even to set up this camera, even to be here right now, I overthink. It got to be this way, it got to be that way. Having guests on my podcast, I overthink. Reaching out to do things, put myself out there because I have a passion for people. Not only mental health, not only self improvement, not only personal development, not only faith in Christ. I have a passion to pour into people, and I know my voice needs to be heard. I know my voice and these stories are important. I know the stories of people overcoming the negative voice that are holding them back, them exposing that is powerful. But I don't step up to the plate always and put my place out there and put my voice out there and say, hey, this needs to be on your platform. This needs to be on your program. I need to collaborate and partner with you. I don't put myself out there. Why? Because of that negative voice. Because if I'm honest, I listen to my negative voice. If I'm honest, I agree with my negative voice at times. If I'm honest, I do doubt. All the time I forget. I'm a faith-filled man. I'm just. The just shall live by faith. I live by faith in the greater one that put the Holy One in me. This body is just my container, holding the spirit, and I've got to help her. And a lot of times I forget I got to help her. A lot of the times I forget that I'm not living my life for me. A lot of the times I forget that I have a greater one that's within me. That no matter whatever I face, whatever the challenge is in my life, no matter what the circumstances say, I don't live off that. I'm encouraged and I'm in greater conviction. You see how I just stopped? Because it's the truth. I'm in greater conviction of the greater one within me. And all the things that I was worried about in my past that I look back and I say, wow, you laugh at. All the past things you laugh at. But now you don't realize that this that you're going through right now, you will laugh at it. That you're struggling, that you're worried. You will laugh at it. And to focus on who are you through this moment. To focus on how are you growing through this moment? To focus on your journey, your path is different. You're not supposed to be like them. You actually don't think like them anyways. So why do you show up like you do? Why do you act like you do? If you look at your actions, your behavior in your life, they're exactly how they're acting. They're exactly how they behave. But you don't actually believe that. And odds are they don't actually believe that either. So whose life are you living yours for? People that don't even believe in the things that they do? Live your life for you and not just for you. Find your gift in you to serve to the world. Just walk into it. You're worried about what they think for what. Just walk into it. I say this all the time because in my age, in this stage of life, you have a choice. When you're on a transition and you could easily turn right, but you always go left. Turn right, turn right, turn right, turn right. Everybody else doing that, who cares? Who cares? Stay down, stay focused, stay down, stay focused, stay. It's funny, even the people that you admire, from the artists, the entertainers, the musicians, they stay down. If you want to look at their life and follow their life anyways, follow that part of their life. Follow that part of their life. Follow how they got there by throwing themselves out there, by not caring how they looked in the moment, by not caring in the studio late at night, grinding, building their habits, showing up every single day, building the reps. You just want to have it. You're not going to have it that way. You're not going to have it that way. You got to build reps. You got to build the confidence in you. How do you build the confidence? By showing up every single day relentless with a deep conviction in who you are, not what you're doing. Have a deep conviction in who you are and know that, oh, I can learn it. I can grow from this moment. They don't care what I have right now. Okay, it's cool. I care. I care. And that's what matters. And when you say that and you show up with who you are, actually, that's what people connect with. I get so upset because I do the same thing, bro. I do the same thing. I get in shame when I don't have it. Oh, I'm living at home with my parents, and I'm driving this squeaky 2008 BMW that I should get a new car because I literally should, but I don't because I'm frugal on one end. So on one end, you know why you're doing it, but on the other end, your other voice is shaming you for having it. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? It's a battle of the mind every single day when you wake up. It's a battle of the mind. And a lot of people, you watching this, you listening right now, you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. Because if you did understand, you would face that battle every single day with confidence. Interrogate the thought. Interrogate the thought. Interrogate the thought. The negative thought that you have, interrogate the thought. Question the thought. Be curious about, wait. When I'm in this certain environment, I always think this thought, why? Who am I around? What am I listening to? What am I watching? What did I do that day? Every moment in this life is purposeful. No moment wasted. You're wasting time. You waste a lot of time worrying about what they're doing. You waste a lot of time doom scrolling. You waste a lot of time talking about, oh, the fad of the day. You have no business worried about that. You got greatness inside of you, but there's consequences to not acting on that greatness. There's consequences. And that consequence is living a deep life of regret, living a deep life of what if, I could have. You never want to be that that old joker in the gym talking about, man, I could have went to the league. And I never was the person to say, shit, hell no. I would have been like, I'm never that guy. I don't know why I just stopped, but I'm never that guy that says, hell no, you couldn't have, you lying. Yeah, you could have, but you're here with us. You're here. So what happened? You didn't act. You didn't stay disciplined most of the time. That unsexy word is a sexy word. You look back and you say, damn, that word was sexy. You damn right. Discipline, focus, commitment. It's a lost art nowadays because we incentivize losing by jumping to the next. You look at NIL. Don't get me started on NIL. Obviously, I played college basketball at the best university on planet, Texas Tech University. Went to the Final Four 2019. Final Four the year before, Elite Eight. And I left that school as the winningest player ever of all time. Thankfully, humbly, I led 3 different teams to the national championship, captained all the teams. When I went on camp, why am I saying my resume? See, that's the thing. You feel like you got to pump out your chest. I'm just giving you some background. Anyways, I get so passionate about pouring into young athletes because nowadays they don't have the right examples. They're hearing so much noise from the outside, so much of the wrong information from the outside. Now NIL comes in the funds. Now transfer portal comes in. Oh, I can just jump, do whatever. It's the same in the job market. Nope, I don't like this job. I'm gonna leave. Incentivizing losing. Because what is losing? Losing is leaving. What is winning? Leaning into the loss, learning from the loss, staying true to the loss, and looking at it and saying, I don't have minutes right now. Why? The outcomes that I have in my life are not the outcomes that I want in my life. Why? Should I run from the outcomes? Yes, but how do you run from the outcomes? By doing the work, not by jumping ship. Because if you're not careful, you'll build a jump ship mentality. Everything from your health, wealth, relationships, you'll start jumping ship. Mental health is important, but you'll start jumping ship, putting it off, running. And then you'll be in a spot where it's, what is it called? Cognitive dissonance. Because you want to do one thing, but you act in another way every single time. In your relationships, you want to be good, but you just self-sabotage every time. A nice little lady pull up, you self-sabotage because you're so used to what you're used to, because you're used to running. You're used to running. What would it look like if you stopped running? What would it look like if you paused and you said, Everything you just said, it resonates with my life. Everything that you just said is me. Even though you didn't say exactly what I'm going through, I'd be lying if I didn't say it was me. The question is, what will you do about it? You need time of introspection, of reflection, to sit there and to understand how you feel, why you feel the way you feel, and to look at your feelings, your emotions as signals rather than judge them. As long as you have breath, you have value,